we are. We're fishing. All we need now is a big bang bang slack and I can get us into a cod. There's got to be a few out there. There you go, slack line. Whoa! Woohoo! Right on cue. He's absolutely nailed that. Look at the size of that bass. Woohoo! Unfortunately, as you can see, it's been absolutely lumping down, but that is a beautiful fish. I'm gonna get you back. Right, I'm gonna get you back. Look at that, everyone. If looks could be deceiving, then this is it. It's beautiful. Look at that swell. There's no wind really, probably 3 or 4 mile an hour winds. But where we've had the storm out in the Atlantic, it's pushing down and making a big groundswell here on Chesil Beach. Along at Ferry Bridge, which is towards Portland, it's unfishable. It's beautiful though. So what you need to do, as I tell you all the time, is get your rods up nice and high. I have actually forgot the correct rod rest. I like to use a 7-foot super match, which is the Ian Gold's rod rest, and I've not got it with me. I didn't check if it was in my van or not. I took it to Norway and it's still in my tube. So unfortunately, I've got a 6-foot rest and it's not a very good one. So I've had to manipulate and bend the cups, which you can see here, which I'll show you close up in a minute, to get my rods up nice and high. So what I've done, I cast that out about 15 minutes ago on a 7-ounce gripper, and I've left it in the rest. Just got to do 1 or 2 turns. I call it combat fishing, to keep that line tight. As we've done lots of times before, as soon as those waves hit that line, they bounce your lead back a little bit, and it may only be, you know, 6 inches. But as that lead drops back and that line goes slack, the waves will pull it down and eventually cover it in shingle. As we call it on Chesil Beach, getting shingled, which is something that you all have to go through when you first come to Chesil Beach. But look, what I'm going to do now is check this one's still fine. It looks fine. What normally happens when you've got slack line, the rod bounces back like this. It can sometimes look like a bite, but what happens is the line is down, buried underneath the shingle. I was nearly going to swear then, it's not a very good position to be in, if you know what I mean. But look at that wave. So what I'm going to do is tell you another tip about today. Obviously there is a chance of a rogue wave. As you can see, I'm right at the back of the bank, but it's daylight, so I can see everything that's going on. If it was night time, I'd have my stuff up on the top bank. There is still a possibility of a rogue wave. If I get hit by one, the last thing I want is all my phone, my wallet, especially for me, my camera kit, all on the floor, or anything that you don't want to lose. So once you're set up, I would put everything back in your seat box, which is waterproof. I'm sweating. It's the right sun trap, even though it's October. It's beautiful. The wind's coming from that way and the sun's coming from there, and actually, it's like a sweat box in these salopettes. Today, I was going to come and use small hooks and mix it up, but it's just not possible. So what I'm doing now is just finishing off my pulley panels. Last time I went out, I had 60-pound hook length. I was fishing the Bristol Channel in close with big baits. What I'm doing now is changing it up to 90. What's going to happen if I get a fish? As you probably know, the pulley works by a pulley system, and the lead will go up my line, leaving the fish behind. It's going to be like a washing machine out there with the rolling effect, and if I get a cod or a bass, which I'm going to target, it gets stuck in that washing machine, and what you've got to do is just walk it back, front, back, forward, like that with your drag on, just hoping that fish pops out and you don't lose it, or it doesn't break and snap your hook length. So that's why I'm upping my hook length today to 95 pound. When I get that fish and when it's in the mixer, the last thing I want is my hook length to snap. Right, what I'm going to do now is put everything away. We're just coming up to low water and all I can see along this beach is people getting shingled. So I might struggle as well. But we're here and we're going to have a go. Hey, I've been too busy talking. How are you all doing? Do you know what? People come up to me, walk past me on the beach and say, hey Wayne, I'm doing well, thank you. How are you? And that is amazing. Brilliant. It makes me smile, so thank you. It's beautiful there. I've not bought really any food either. It's the sort of day where I'd like to lay on the beach, naked, no, and eat loads of food. But that's why I've got this, you know, this problem where I can't stop eating. So what you've got to do, stand next to your rod and just stay in contact with it. It's not that fun, it's more like work. But if I get a bait in the water and I manage to keep it out there, there is definitely a chance of a nice cod today and a bass. Walking along, I spoke to a couple of guys along there that had a few bass this morning, but they're struggling to hold bottom at the moment, pretty much like everyone else. But we've got a chance. Thanks for being kind to me in my Bristol Channel videos. Sorry I blanked on one. But I'm quite lucky where I live. I live in the middle of like Chesil and the Bristol Channel. I live just in Somerset. So I can go either way. This week it's just been unfishable on this beach and it's not really fun filming. As you've seen in Minehead, I was even struggling over that side. But thanks for being nice. That's all that matters. We're all nice to each other. If you keep being nice to me, and I don't need people to be nice to me, by the way, I'm not that naive or arrogant, which I'm not anyway, to think that everyone's gonna like my stuff. Why would they? But if you lot who like my stuff are still enjoying it, then let me know and I'll keep doing it. It's a hobby, a very expensive one, but it's a hobby, making videos for you. Anyway, that's perfect. Should we get a bait in the water? That's what you're saying. Come on, Wayne, do some fishing. Enough chatting shit. Let's get into the fish. All right, I hear you. Let's do it. Right, let's get back to the snug. I'm gonna wind this one in. We'll do some fishing. I'll bring you back. I'll show you my bait, which is epic from Tom Bagnall. I've got some beautiful blow lug. Let's do it justice. Get it hooked up, get it on that rig and get it out there. And hopefully we can get a nice bang bang slack and get us into now a winter codling here in Dorset. Let's go. Right, I've got a 7-ounce grip lead to a splashdown, 120-pound rig body, to a bead, a pulley bead, a bead, to a swivel. As I explained, I've upped my hook length for Chesil Beach. I've got a 90-pound hook length, to a 4-0 circle with my Magic Tronics Pro tubing, to a 3-0 J hook. What I'm going to do now is bait up some blow lug for you. They're absolutely epic and I'm very grateful to Tom Bagnall for sorting me out some lovely bait. Hopefully I can do it justice. Look at these. They're nice. Cod sweets. So what I'm going to do, yet again, use my bait needle. Cod love blow lug on Chesil Beach. So do bass. So do dogfish. It's just started raining as well. What? Why not? Why not? Right, let's sort this out. Oh. Another one on. Get two nice blow lug, Get some lovely scent in the water. Just like that. Anyway, I'm going to pull that down, make it more compact, like so. There we are. We're fishing. Holding all right, actually. Been emotional today, or this afternoon. Hopefully, I can make up for it and get us a few fish. Anyway, if I get any action, I'll bring you straight back. Thanks everyone. That wind's got up. That's quite cold now. And it's raining. I'll show you that in a minute. Why not? I'm actually super confident that one's holding just right. I'm actually using an 8-ounce lead on that one. As I mentioned before, this isn't for everyone. If you're unsure and you're not confident, this is definitely not the style of fishing you need to be doing if you're a beginner or never fished Chesil Beach before. I'm looking along this beach and I can't really see anyone able to fish at the moment. Everyone seems buried and getting stuck, which is unfortunate, but it's a life lesson in fishing Chesil on a swell. I've tried to help everyone I can. Some people have been coming up and talking and asking questions, but sometimes you just got to learn the hard way, like we all have. But hopefully with me doing these videos, you can get enough tips to come down. But like I said, if you're not confident, please don't come to Chesil on a storm. There's lots and lots of flat days when Chesil is just perfect to fish. Crystal clear water, you still catch lots and lots of fish. Sometimes it can fish better on a crystal clear water day with no wind than what it can today. Anyway, let's get this second one out there. Risk it for a biscuit. Why not, eh? Please don't ever go down there. While I've been fishing today in daylight, we've had 1 or 2 waves come up to here. If you're down there, you've had it, especially at night. Right, what I'm going to do now is put it out there. Let's see if we can get it out there. Get it out far enough so I don't get stuck and shingled, hey? And we're virtually at low water. Watch your right hand one, little pull down. It's just about getting those rods up nice and high. And using 8-ounce and 7-ounce grippers helps. Naturally, as I said, it's not going to suit everyone or everyone's kit, but today I'm using the competition naggers, and as you can see, they absolutely eat it up. They're not even moving. All we need now is a big bang bang slack and I can get us into a cod. There's got to be a few out there. There you go, slack line. Whoa, woohoo! Right on cue. See what I mean? Look how slack it is. Go on. Oh, I can't have missed that. Oh my God, I missed it. Oh, unless it's swimming with me. See what I mean? That's a slack line, everyone. I caught up with it? I don't know. That can't have been a pouting. Oh. Oh. Right on cue. This is a pouting, it's a good one. But because I've got my line under so much tension with my grip leads, the slightest fish or slightest movement is going to trip the lead out. Right, got a slack line on this one. Here we go. Can I catch up with this one? Yes! We got this one. Yes, we're on the fish. Doesn't feel that big, but it's a fish. Let's just come off. Oh, what? Oh, I don't know. Looks pretty dark out there. I've probably only been fishing now half an hour. I've had 3 bites, missed 2, as you've seen. We'll get one to stick in a minute. I've checked my hooks, they're fine. Could just be little fish just tripping the lead out and slacklining me. Anyway, you know how it is. It's all a game, and I'm willing to play it. I can't do anything about it. It's absolutely hammering down. I've just been slacklined. I got a fish. Just typical. It's levering it down, and I'm into a fish here on Chesil Beach. Feels a better fish as well. It might not be, but I had a massive pull down and a slack line.
As you can tell from this little clip, unfortunately the rain, which was epic, got into my mic system. So the last part of the video is a really good one, I promise you, and I catch loads of fish. The best bit actually, because I've been chatting a load of crap like normal, when the fishing come on, my mic's failed and I didn't actually realise till I got home. I have got some normal sounds, but what you're going to get is me dropping in from time to time to explain to you what I'm doing. But as you can see, the sun's shining, the rain has stopped briefly, and I'm into a beautiful fish. I'm sorry, but as I've said recently, sometimes things can go wrong and I'm not going to get disheartened about it. But here is a beautiful fish.
The size of that bass. Woohoo! Oh my god, that's so unfair. It's hammering down and I've got a nice fish. Oh, it's so unfair. Sometimes I get a bit disheartened just filming on my own because I miss out on so much stuff. I literally was huddled in here, my rod just went back, and it is absolutely hammering down, so I couldn't really film. It's quite upsetting really, but look, it's only fishing, so I'm not going to worry about it. And there you go everyone, what a beautiful fish in the rain down here on the beautiful Chesil Beach. Thanks Mr. Bass. Let's get this one straight back. This left hand rod's just almost come out of the rest. Oh my god. That. I just managed to get the camera on, I think. We're into another fish everyone. This is carnage. It's absolutely beautiful now, by the way. The sun's come out and I'm into another fish, I think. It's gone a bit slack. I don't know if I had like a pouting on or whiting, it's something took the, but the rod almost come out the rest.
Hey, alright, it's just me again. How you doing alright? I've never actually sat and watched myself and done this, so I'm watching what you are. Look, the sound's going, you can hear in a minute the sound properly goes, so I'm not going to let you listen to that because it sounds like just a load of crackling. Some water got into my mic system and absolutely killed it, but look, here you go, I'm into a nice bass now again, believe it or not. I've only been fishing for about 40 minutes at this point. I've done all my intro and messed around and tried to tell you all about the safety. And I've done some really good stuff and we're catching fish after fish after fish. And when I got home, the sound system had failed, but I can't really do anything about it. But here I go again. Trying to get that fish through the surf is a nightmare with the swell like this. As you can see, I'm struggling to get this fish through the surf. As I've said to you before, I've lost many a fish doing this, and anyone who fishes Chesil on a swell has lost quite a few fish. But as you can see, I've got this one in. It's a second bass. The first one was probably about £5, and this one's probably about £3. Let's have a look here. I'm talking in Japanese here. When I bass, bass, biddy bass, 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 bass. I love bass. Everyone loves bass. Though joking aside, obviously it's another smaller bass. Probably about £3, and I got it straight back. Believe it or not, I just put that fish back. I was actually having a wee behind the shelter and the second rod almost come out the rest again. These bass were definitely in the mood. As I said, I'm absolutely gutted. I've not got the original footage. I know this is pretty pump and I'm sorry about it, but look, this is how it is. Just watch me catch another bass. Go me! As you can see, it's settled down lovely now, and most people around me were able to fish. I'm into another fish. I've probably only been fishing for about an hour, and I'm probably talking about something just not worth listening to anyway. But look, as you can see, I'm on the fish and I'm absolutely loving it. Thanks everyone. I'm sorry it's not the same as normal, but here's our favourite song, because I know you absolutely love this one.
Heading up the west coast in the morning to find a place where no one knows our faces or our names. If we don't leave now, we might never make it out alive. Plans are changing, rearranging all the time. So come away with me, let's break free. We could fall asleep where the land and ocean meet.
Well, it's lovely to see a nice sunset on Chesil. As you know, if you watch previous videos, it's very important to me and it's helped me out massively, this beautiful beach. So I was just saying, I know not all of you can get out on the beach. So if you're sat at home, not able to get out of the house, or you're not feeling too great, hopefully this sunset, this beautiful beach and my videos make you feel a lot better. Thanks again everyone for your support. Here's the sunset on Chesil. Here's a little bit of music. I'll be speaking to you again very soon. All I was doing in this clip is just reminding you how you've got to stay in contact with your leads. As you can see, the swell's still quite big, and if I was to drop my tips or allow my line to be slack, I would definitely get shingled, and we hate that word on Chesil Beach. All I was saying is remember to stay in contact with that lead every now and again, just 1 or 2 turns on the reel, just to stay in contact with that grip lead, and never ever use a plain lead in conditions like this. That's all really. Sorry about this. As you can see in this clip, my right hand rod comes flying back. A classic cod or maybe a bass bite again on Chesil Beach. I've literally only been fishing for about an hour and a half at this point, and the fishing is absolutely crazy. Let's see if I can get this one. It's a decent bite. This was a classic cod bite, had massive thump and then slack line, as you can see. I'm not sure really what I'm talking about now. It'll probably be something like, I thank everyone who follows my YouTube channel. Thanks for subscribing. Sorry this is pants, and if this is your first video you've ever watched of mine, I'm absolutely sorry, and I can promise you it only gets better. But we're on the fish, everyone. As you can see, it's not my day for the cod. It's another bass and a whiting double shot. I'm pretty pleased with it, but I did think that was a big cod here on Chesil Beach. The sun's going down, the tide's coming in, and I've definitely got a chance of a few more fish. Wish me luck. Yeah, as you can see, it's just got dark. I was just telling you, it's great. I've only been fishing for about 2.5 hours and the wind was getting up again, as you can see by my towel on the rod rest. It was a beautiful evening. Lots of people come over and had a little chat, especially the guys from the Isle of Wight. I hope you got home safe, lads, and everyone else on the beach that managed to catch a few fish that day. It was pretty hard and a few people struggled, but hopefully, I know the sound's not been great, but at the start of the video I gave you enough information to help yourself when you visit Chesil Beach on a storm. But do remember, if you're not confident, then please don't turn up in those conditions. Anyway, I think it's about time that I put you out of your misery. I'm sorry, it was actually a really good video and I was super pleased with it, as per normal. It fished really well, it was stormy, it was hard, and I got to prove to you with a little bit of effort, you can fish it. And hopefully I've shown you that. I know the last bit of the video has been pretty crap, but that's a good part. And it would have been a great video. But look, I'm going to put you out your misery. My name's Wayne. This has been Chesil Beach. Since this video, I filmed 3 more times and the sound is great. I look forward to seeing you somewhere else on Wednesday. Well, actually, we're down in Minehead again. And I absolutely smash it out of the park. See you all Wednesday, everyone. I'm sorry. Thanks again. And I look forward to catching up with you soon.